All right, we are now halfway through the MAC with this one. We are on to Eastern Michigan. This is our sixth of our MAC teams. Then next, we'll head to the Mountain West after that here shortly. We've got an Akron, Ball State, Bowling Green, Buffalo, Central Michigan all done. Definitely make sure to check out those, like them, and share them with everybody. But we move on to Eastern Michigan today. And Eastern Michigan last year was a bowl team. Uh, they opened with a win against Howard before losing to Minnesota. We beat UMass before losing to Jacksonville State and Central Michigan, knocked off Ball State and Kent State, and then they needed two wins in the last five, and they got them. They would beat Akron and Buffalo at the end of the year. It took overtime to beat Akron, but they pulled it off. They also had a close loss. The close losses were Central Michigan and Northern Illinois, both on the road. They did struggle in their bowl game, losing to South Alabama, but this is a team that could take another step forward. We look at what they have. The offense wasn't great last year, but I feel they've upgraded some. Quarterback play was a major issue for them, so they've brought in Cole Snyder from Buffalo. In his 2 seasons, he threw 31 touchdowns and had over 200 yards a game. They lost their top running backs, but they bring in Delbert Mims from NC State. He was good in the spring game. Wide receiver JV Mitchell is back and will be the primary target. But they also brought in NC State transfer Porter Rooks and sophomore Kyle Woods. So there's definitely a lot of good options on this offense. The offensive line has two starters back. They're both at center and guard, though. So this is going to be a unit that needs to pick it up. It gave up a lot of sacks, but I feel Cole Snyder is a good fit into this system. Eastern Michigan struggled on defense last year, but in their first game, they lost three starters. All those guys are back. JT Killen comes back and or comes in from Coastal Carolina. They have Zach Malkan, who was lost in the opener. He'll be back. They've got a lot of good defensive options. So the win total in this is actually only set at 4.5, and I think that's definitely doable here. They open up on August 31st. They face UMass. That should be a win. They'll lose on the road probably to Washington. They're going to lose to Jacksonville State. And then they get St. Francis. That puts them at 2-2 heading into conference play. And their first one's at Kent State. If you want to hit a win total, you like your easy games on the road, Kent State's one of those. So then they hit the bye before heading home. They have Miami of Ohio and Central Michigan at home. They will probably get one of those. Then they face Akron. Akron should be a win. That puts them at 5 already. They'll lose to Toledo. They have another bye, and then they'll probably get one between Ohio, Buffalo, and Western Michigan. Even if they slip up somewhere to like a UMass or an Akron, this should be a 5 to 6 win team. They are a bowl level team, even with all the turnover. Win total set at 4.5 everywhere right now. The best line out there is on ESPN Bet. You can get over 4.5 at -130. That's what we're going to take. We're going to take Eastern Michigan over 4.5. I think this is a bowl level team, and we're going to get there. I think we'll get there pretty early and cash that ticket. So definitely make sure to check out the link tree in my profile, visit all the social medias and the Discord, and we'll see you next time for Kent State.